Soaring US beef prices. Can Trump's proposals bring relief? US beef costs have surged to the point where they now dominate political debate. President Donald Trump, once confident that inflation was a thing of the past, has been forced to address the issue as it threatens the credibility of his pledge to keep grocery bills low. In a recent social media post, Trump urged cattle producers to cut the price of their livestock, a move that has drawn sharp criticism from ranchers who fear his ideas could squeeze their margins without delivering real savings for shoppers. The sector has been in steady decline since the 1980s, with the number of cattle farms shrinking dramatically and the national herd hitting its lowest level in 3/4 of a century. Over 150,000 ranches have vanished since 2017, a 17% drop, according to the USDA. Ranchers point to decades of consolidation among meat-packing giants, soaring input costs and prolonged drought as the main culprits behind the price spike. Illinois farmer Christian Lovell recalls how his once lush pastures have dried up, leaving his herd with limited grazing options. All those factors create a perfect storm for a broken market, he explains. Beef inflation outpaces general food inflation. A pound of ground chuck now averages $6.33, up 12.9% over the past year, while steak prices have risen 16.6%. Experts such as Brenda Botel of the University of Wisconsin and Darrell Peel of Oklahoma State University warn that the trend may persist through the decade, given the time required to rebuild herds. The USDA has rolled out a big package aimed at expanding grazing land and bolstering small-scale processors, but Trump's suggestion to import more beef from Argentina, potentially quadrupling US purchases, has sparked further controversy. Critics, including the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, argue that the plan would only add chaos for producers without easing consumer prices. While Trump claims tariff adjustments on Brazilian beef will help ranchers like Justin Tupper of the US, Cattlemen's Association see little benefit for anyone but the four dominant packers, Tyson, JBS, Cargill, and National Beef, which together control more than 80% of slaughtering and packing. Antitrust specialists argue that breaking up this concentration could lower costs for both ranchers and shoppers. Meanwhile, Kansas rancher Mike Callicrate, who has shifted to a direct-to-consumer model, stresses that without market reform, rebuilding the national herd is impossible. He backs efforts to open additional grazing lands, but cautions that, without a functional market, new entrants would be foolish. The debate continues over whether policy changes or market forces